Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Modern Warfare 3. Check out the ping up there in the top left-hand side of your screen. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 is doing pretty good. Remember we talked about skill-based matchmaking the other day? Activision came out giving us this whole blog post talking about how matchmaking works in the Call of Duty franchise. And right there, number one, connection. As the community will attest, ping is king. Connection is the most critical and heavily weighed factor in the matchmaking process. Yet, every day that I play Modern Warfare 3, I'll have maybe 2 matches, give or take, off and on, like this one right here, which are virtually unplayable because for some reason, despite the fact I live in Pennsylvania here in the United States, they think I need to go and take a trip over to Zimbabwe or down to South America or somewhere like that just to soak in the culture, you know, meet some new people online. Like, if anything, I suppose we should be thanking Activision for sending us on these free trips around the world so we can absorb new culture and meet new people and things like that, because it happens every single day. In fact, this game right here, I was live streaming when it happened and people are like, dude, what's going on with your connection? I wasn't dropping frames or anything like that, which would mean it's my internet. I'm like, this happens every now and then on COD. I don't really know why. They just decide they're going to put me on the other side of the world for some reason. And literally, even though as I'm live streaming, which hurts your connection a little bit, I did a speed test, which hurt my connection even more. And my internet speeds were A-okay. Like, everything on my end was completely fine. COD, however, says I have like 300 ping. Why is that? Because you're connecting me to a server over in God knows where, or the COD servers themselves are just completely falling apart. The COD community as a whole is getting tired of this. I saw this Reddit post, and I really feel like they worded things pretty well here, so let's just go ahead and take a look at that. Stop punishing me for playing the game already. It's getting tiring. I purchased your game, I gave you money, but because you care more about your made-up engagement stats, I am effectively banned from servers on my own continent. On a weekend in the middle of the day, are you seriously telling me you cannot find me a server in England, in France, in the Netherlands, Madrid, or Frankfurt? Why am I playing on 150 ping connection to America? Because I play the objective and I've been chosen to baby players who refuse to play the objective? Because I lowered Timmy's engagement by killing him 5 times last game? It's getting to the point where I will just charge back Modern Warfare 3 for failing to provide a decent product and let Activision close my account. It's obvious they don't care about the players, and it's obvious I wasted my money buying an online game where I can't play the online aspect properly. Ladies and gentlemen, very well put right there. The user was Domo, oh gosh, you guys know me in pronunciation. I probably messed up Madrid, but Domo Arigado. That's probably pretty close, actually. Very well put. This seems to happen way too often in Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, basically the Warzone era of COD. I think skill-based matchmaking is obviously the culprit here. If it was the good old days, which they claim on Activision's side, that skill-based matchmaking's always existed. That's such bullshit. It annoys me that they say that, but it seems like because of skill-based matchmaking, they'll just occasionally just throw you across the world, and it's starting to happen more and more. Are you guys noticing this in your games? Let me know if you guys have the same kind of thing happen, because on average, when I stream COD especially, I might stream for 2, maybe 3 hours, and I'll probably play 3 matches overseas every single time I stream, or every single time I just hop on and play Modern Warfare 3, and I'm not streaming, I'm just recording or whatever. It happens more often than it should. Back in the day, I was connecting with people from like my local area. I can distinctly remember it was so fun. I would join matches of like World at War, COD 4, the OG Modern Warfare 2, and I would be talking to all these people from Pittsburgh, from Cleveland, like people in my relative general area here in Western Pennsylvania. I would run into people in my game that had my area code as their clan tag. That's just something that people did back in the day, and I would see it all the time. I would recognize their clan tags by their area codes because it was always based on your connection. They tried to get you to the closest server or to the closest host back in the day when they had a host system where, you know, I'd be the host or you could be the host or whatever, and if you decided to rage quit, you just end the match for everybody before they made host migration a thing. Those days were incredible. Now we're just being matched up with whoever in the world based on our skill as compared to our connection, despite the fact that they gave us that entire fluff piece talking about matchmaking and all the different things that go into the matchmaking and how skill's not that big of a deal and how they don't account level into it, and it's all about your connection and your time to match, despite the fact that I've shown countless times. I'm not going to show it to you guys again. I was able to get into 6 different TDM lobbies across 6 different old school CODs in the time it took me to find 1 TDM in modern day COD, which modern day COD you would think has hundreds of thousands of people, technological advances, you think better internet connections, better hardware across the board, like we should be in there like lickety split, but no. Because of skill-based matchmaking. It happens all the freaking time. Now, one thing I would like to mention here, because I recently just learned about this. I tried to cover COD pretty well, but I always heard people talking about being shadow banned. I never quite really understood what that was. Just based on the name alone, when people say they were shadow banned, I would think to myself, like, is this verifiable? Do you just think your lobbies are harder? Like, what does this even mean? So I looked into it, and it turns out you can, in fact, verify a shadow ban. Maybe some of you already know about this, but for those of you who don't, this is definitely worth looking into, because this may explain why you're constantly playing with people from other countries, or you always have a bad connection, or why there's lots of cheaters and people like that in your lobbies. So the first thing you do is you just Google Activision support appeal a ban page. You click the very first link right there, and once you get in there, it's going to show you the ban appeal page where you can submit a ticket to appeal an account penalty. From there, you have to log into your Call of Duty account via Activision, but you should probably have the information already. Once you get through that, just click through a couple of things, just agree and continue, and then once you're in there, it's going to take a little bit to load, but then you can scroll down, and it's going to tell you if there's any sort of ban on your account. But this is what it's going to look like if you are shadow banned, right? So right here, it's going to show you limited matchmaking for Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, and Modern Warfare 2. And the description is, your account is in a limited matchmaking state due to a potential violation. Unfortunately, we are unable to inform you when the account will exit a limited matchmaking state. You can come back here and check periodically for status clears, yada, yada, yada. Another thing you may actually end up seeing right here is your account is being reviewed to determine a potential violation. Unfortunately, we are unable to inform you when the review process will be complete. If you see that, you're also shadow banned, and you're also going to be in a limited matchmaking pool. Now, on the surface, shadow banning could actually be a good thing. It's mostly there to get rid of cheaters and hackers. You guys know the Rico Chet anti-cheat. It's there to try to keep us all safe. But the problem with this is the system itself is very easily abused. If there's like 6 people on the other team and they all decide to mass report one person at one time, that person has the potential to be shadow banned right away and automatically. Activision is claiming that they will never shadow ban people automatically, that everything is always going to be manually reviewed. But keep in mind, just last week, they laid off 1,900 people, including pretty much the entire Activision support staff. So I think everything now is going to be automated, and as such, maybe more people are going to be getting shadow banned, maybe more people are going to be thrown into the limited matchmaking pool, and as such, not only you're going to deal with skill-based matchmaking, but you're going to be dealing with terrible connections and cheaters more often, all because they don't have any actual proper support over there at Activision Blizzard. It's 2024, man. You would think this stuff would be sorted out by now, but no, of course it isn't, and as a result, we have to sit here and suffer by playing in terrible lobbies due to skill-based matchmaking, all the while trying to keep our noses clean and on the straight and narrow there, so that we don't accidentally get shadow banned and then thrown into the shadow realm with all the cheaters and the hackers and constant 150 ping and all that nonsense. Like, when is any of this going to get better? They keep talking about skill-based matchmaking. They did say in their little fluff piece blog post that they are going to try to continue to have this conversation with the community and keep talking about things and keep addressing things, and hopefully that happens in the near future, because the connections, again, for me lately, have been getting worse. They definitely have been. You can see it. You can just watch your ping every single match. Like, make sure you have that enabled if you guys don't already. Like, it's right there. So it's happening a lot more for me, and I'm sure many of you guys out there. Again, back me up down there in the comments if this is happening to you, and I'm wondering if it's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse, or is Activision going to find a way to fix this and address all of these issues? I bet they're not going to, and that's only going to further push people away from Modern Warfare 3, the game that they're still trying to actively sell with good post-launch support and things like that, because they need people to buy the game, because the game already sold terribly compared to most previous Call of Duty titles. What a shit show. What a dumpster fire this game is right now on the back end of things. And at least from my perspective as a content creator, it's pretty entertaining to watch and make videos on, and hopefully you guys at least enjoy that aspect of it. It gives us a little bit of entertainment, I suppose. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, I will keep you updated and keep you posted as this story develops, and fingers crossed, Activision will actually do something for a change, but that remains to be seen. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.